Oh, okay, I see it now.
We're
I see
good.
it.
I will officially call the meeting to order. I am running the meeting at the request of the current chairman, Katie Miller. She will be joining shortly by Zoom, but since we have a quorum, I'll go ahead and call to order. Currently present are Dr. Scott Grish, Pastor Eric Hayes, our newest member, welcome, Centron Felder,
Welcome.
myself, Kevin Sombart, Jerry Welch, Chief Curtis, and I think I got everyone, didn't I?
Right.
So does anyone have any changes to the minutes?
No, I don't.
Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Make a motion that the minutes will be approved.
Pastor
Second.
Hayes made a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Scott seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same. The minutes are approved. So Centron, I'll probably ask you to do this again, or Katie, will ask you to do this again. I'm not sure how many guests we have at this point.
None. Oh, one attendee.
One attendee, yeah. So, when after the holidays, once we get through that, I probably, or I will suggest that the chairperson ask you to reintroduce yourself. But I wish I met you in person a couple of meetings ago, only briefly, but Centron Felder is our newest board member, and I would like for Centron to kind of give us a little background about yourself, and so we can start to get to know you.
Sure. First, let me say, Mayor Welch, thank you very much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it, as well as the chief and all the members that were present the night that I was voted in. So thank you very much. As stated, my name is Centron Felder. I'm not from here. I'm from Louisiana. I had a 20-year military career. And at the end of my career, I was in California, and we were, trying to decide where we would go to settle down and plant roots. And my wife is from Quincy, the Quincy area. And so we decided to come to St. Louis. And so we arrived here in 2013. And so we initially moved to Rock Hill. And then in 2 years ago, we moved over. We're close to Hickson now. So, it's been a pleasure. I enjoy the hospitality of Webster. It's been great. I've made some great friendships, and because I've been in the military for most of my adult life, this is the longest I've been somewhere. So I love it. It's been great. Getting to know people, watch other people's children grow up. I was the basketball coach for our first grade team, and now I see those same kids as seventh graders. And it's just, I love it. It's been an amazing opportunity just to be a part of a community. And so this was kind of not necessarily this board, but the next logical step was to find a place that I could support the community writ large. And so, my background, I have a lot of military experience, a little bit of law enforcement. I was a military police for 3 years. And so when this opportunity presented itself, I thought, well, maybe I'll bring a unique perspective to support the mission of the commission and to support the community and law enforcement here. So here I am. I'm excited to participate and looking forward to lending my voice whenever necessary.
Great.
Awesome. Thank you very much. We're very excited to have you. So
Very
we'll have to
much.
get together. I'm not very far. I don't live very far from you. So
Oh, wonderful.
yeah, so we'll see if we can get together and meet at the house, or at your house, or
Yeah, sure.
meet at the community center. So the Rexplex. So
I'll look forward to it.
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you again. So Katie, welcome. You're muted, but it may be difficult for you to unmute. Looks like you're in the car.
Oh, wait. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I
Hi,
can.
Katie.
Welcome.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Good to see you.
So I called the meeting to order, took the roll. We do have a quorum, and then Centron introduced himself. And I told Centron that I'd like for him to go through that again at a later meeting when we have a few more people
Hi,
online.
Centron.
Yeah. So I think on a future agenda, we should add that Centron can reintroduce himself, but we're really excited to have him as a part of the board. The only really agenda item that we have to act on besides the approval of the minutes that we need to vote on is the final approval of the language recommendations for the PCB ordinance. I did receive a copy of it from Scott. And I looked at the previous minutes and I think that we already approved it in the previous meeting. So I don't know if we need to approve it. The language was changed slightly. And so we approved it based on the language correct changes. So
Kevin,
would
can
you
I
like-
can I make a suggestion?
yes, sir.
Yeah, you probably were good with the last meeting, but maybe if you would this time, just approve it the final form and forward it to the city council for their consideration.
Okay. And who would be the responsible party to forward it? Would it be Katie?
I can take care of that for you. What
You can take care of that? Okay.
Basically, real quickly, what the process would be is I'd like to meet with Dr. Peoples. She'll take a look at it. She'll put it on a work session agenda for the council to look at and discuss beforehand. And then if there's any amendments or changes or whatever that the council might wish, then it would come on a following agenda for actual reading and approval.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. So, but before we do vote on it, I would like to go through a couple of sections that were changed. One is the membership in section 4.1205. And let me go ahead and can I share?
And can I ask you how critical it is that we vote while Katie is in the car? That she's on her way to something. So is it important that we do this fairly quickly?
Yeah, I just
her.
wanted to make sure that Katie, have you seen the final document?
I have
And you're good with it?
the one that Scott sent.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's on the screen right now, so you probably can't see it, but a lot can. So I can go through it after we approve it or look at the sections. But do I have a motion to approve the recommended changes to the ordinance that will be presented to the city council for their
Discussion.
review and discussion?
I'll move that.
Katie moved that. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Scott, you seconded?
Mhm.
All in favor of approving the recommended language for the new ordinance for the PCEB? Say aye.
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 Oppose the same? All right, the recommended changes have been officially approved. So, yes,
Katie
Chief,
can go to dinner now.
Oh,
you
thank
can
you
go back to
guys.
dinner.
Yeah,
Thank
Katie,
you.
enjoy your
Enjoy.
father.
Enjoy it and
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
All right,
Enjoy
bye-bye.
the holiday.
Right.
Thanks, Jerry. So really this section right here, this section 2, the main change here was training focused on the role that systems and institutions play in maintaining racial equity is encouraged. So that was a little change to the original language of the recommended changes. Let's see what else. Of course, from the prior version, the board's purpose, those have changed a little bit from the original. We've also added one member from 8 to 9. We're recommending. And on section 7, number 7, we added that one member shall represent Webster University, and that was the additional from 8 to 9. And the other was we reduced the age of the high school representative, or recommended that we reduce the age of the high school recommended representative. These sections are new sections. The annual plan, the annual report are new sections. And the other new section is the communication and transparency. And the language was changed here to maintain a landing page on the city's website. Some of these items may have links rather than the entire minutes, because the minutes are actually somewhere else on the city's website. So, but we could at least put a link on our landing page to get people there. And then an email address that would go to more than likely. I mean, we can figure out the details later, but more than likely it would probably go to Katie and then distributed to the board members, Katie Nakazono, and then distributed back to the board members. And then the at least one citizen only listening session. In compliance, we would set that up to make sure that it would be in compliance with the Sunshine Law. I think that's it. Isn't that right, Scott?
Yeah, those are the primary changes for certain, especially between the draft before this and this final.
Right, right. And we'd already discussed the original draft several times before. So I think it looks good. Any other discussion on that? Do you think a board member should be present at the city council during the discussion? Or is that even?
Yeah, let the mayor respond to that.
I really don't think that's necessary. I
Okay.
think if you want to, if one of the board members wants to be there, I think that would be okay. What do you think, Dale?
Yeah, no, I think that's fine. It's not necessary, but if one of the members wants to be there, that would be fine.
Okay,
I mentioned some members of the Alliance were hoping to be supportively there as well. So.
I'm gonna stop sharing. And this would probably happen in what, January, more than likely?
Yeah, there's so much
There's so much going on.
We have a few things to deal with right now that are on,
Yeah,
Very important, yeah.
yeah. So let's deal with what's here first.
right, exactly.
So
So,
it'll be January. We're functioning just fine. We'll be all right. We don't,
yep,
this is not a matter of inability to move forward.
right. And we will not have a meeting in December. And we will then reconvene, I believe, on January the 25th.
Okay. And you will all soon be invited to a board and commission celebration on Friday, December I think it's the 17th. Is 17th a Friday? It's Friday night. Must be.
Yes, the 17th
The
is a
18th is a
Friday.
Friday night. It's a Friday night at the recreation complex. Every year we've had until last year, we've had a big board and commission dinner and party for all board and commission members. But because of COVID, we can't do that big buffet this year. So we're doing desserts and champagne and coffee, and, we'll do the, gift drawing and a few things like that. So you all will get that invitation in the mail shortly.
And our spouse is also invited.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Your guest, spouse, or if you don't want to bring your spouse, you bring your girlfriend,
Spouse or
Kevin.
guest.
Yeah.
You get a +1.
Yeah, you get a +1.
Get a
so
+1, okay.
+1.
Looking forward to it. Yeah,
Always fun. It'll be at the
Yeah, it's
a great
recreation.
event.
complex.
Yeah, I attended pre-COVID, and it was great meeting the other boards and their guests. So
Yeah, it's fun. So we'll have lots of dessert and lots of champagne. You'll be fine.
excellent. Okay, any other business?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I so move.
And do I have a second?
Welcome back.
Wait, Kevin, hold on a second.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I learned a routine, but I was just curious, has anyone shown interest for the student position? And if not, are we going to, how do we actively recruit for that position? Or is this not the time to talk about that?
Tina Clark, Dr. Clark at the school is, I won't say responsible, but she's the kind of liaison.
Okay.
She's generally the one that would try and recruit someone from the
Okay.
school.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think that because she's a relatively new board member, I think she was going to wait until second semester to actually start that process. So, again, I think it might help a little bit if when the council does move on the ordinance changes, that there's a
Student.
reduction in the age requirement that might open up a possibility for additional interest. So
We've never had a student come.
No.
we did early, the very first two meetings we did.
Hmm.
But
Young lady.
then, well, and the problem is it was second semester and she was moving on, so. So that's the process, Centron. So it's something that the chairperson or one of us can talk to Dr. Clark about, or Dr. Scott about. So
Thank you.
And Centron, make sure you come to the party on the 17th. It will be a wonderful opportunity for you to meet a lot of folks in town.
Yes, ma'am, I'll be there.
Great.
all right, meeting is adjourned. Thank you all very much,
Thanks.
and have a wonderful Thanksgiving
You
holiday.
too.
Thanks, have a great Thanksgiving.
All right,
Everyone have
everybody.
a happy Thanksgiving.
All right, bye.
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.
Very glad you're here.
Say again.
Very glad you're here.
Oh, man.